Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to today's Whips, Bits and Chat. Didn't go as planned, so this is really going to be quite a late upload. Come on, let's get through the titles and I'll explain all. Right, so let's get on with the normal stuff first, shall we? First up is a video roundup. So on to... So what videos did I get around to putting out this week? Well, the first one was the Craft Room Move About Finished 2023. So you get to see how I created this backdrop. There is a lot of funny moments in that video. So if you haven't had a chance to watch, hit that I button. The next one up is a book review of Fashion Crochet by Claire Montgomery. Again, that is up there. It's quite a nice book and I've had a couple of nice comments, and one crazy's even gone out and bought it. Lending library love, hit the library. Right, okay, and the last thing up was the pattern release for the tutorial section anyway of the Not Again a Granny poncho. So that is this poncho here. So that now means that the video tutorial is now live. If you haven't had a chance to have a look and you're like, I want to make it, hit the button and I'll see you later on in the week when you come back to catch up on the rest of it. The rest of this video, I should say. Right, okay, that is it for the videos that I put out this week. Now, I've been feeling a bit rough and my breathing's been a bit off and I've pulled a muscle underneath the gills, which is causing more hassle when I breathe. So if I stop for a few moments and just shut up, it's because I'm breathing. Right, so because of that, I hadn't got round to recording this video on Friday. I hadn't got round to it on Saturday. So I thought, forget it, I'm just going to go live and do it live on Sunday. So up, ready, set it up on YouTube as far as to give you guys all a shout out to say it was coming on. Just before I'm due to go on, I've sat down. I'm finishing off the extra little bits in the description and all the rest of it that I needed. Then I went over to StreamYard. 404. I'm just going to say that. 404 not found. Go to main screen. Went to main screen. You've got nothing booked in. I've got two. I had today's live and the birthday live next week. And I'm like, okay, so StreamYard's not going to play. So I go over to my old uploading software. And I was going, you didn't love me. You left me. You now want to come back? Forget it. And I'm like, okay, so I've got these two different sets of software, both saying they don't love me today. What am I going to do? Hubby's out. I can't call him in and go, help. So I'm just like, right, fine. Quit. Delete today's live so you guys don't get confused. I will stick a message up in a few moments when this video is squishing down and getting ready to be uploaded. And just get on with it as I normally do. So yeah, you're stuck with me. There is a no live section at all today, I'm sorry to say. Now I've got to remember what I was actually going to talk about. Normal stuff, because I've done the video bit already. Help. Right, okay, the jumper I'm wearing today is my take on a pattern that was in a magazine from Inside Crochet last year. It actually was meant to say book lover. I'm dyslexic, so I got hook lover. Yeah, so basically that's what today's jumper is. It was a case of grab something nice, grab something more. It's just not got long sleeves because I ran out of yarn. Right, okay, so what else is there? What else have I been up to this week? I've been crocheting some poppy fronts because, as you know, or some of you know, some of my new crazies that have arrived in the last couple of weeks are welcome, by the way. Oh, and welcome to all my old guys and girls coming back. Alright, I make little crocheted poppy brooches for the Royal British Legion, which is a charity over here in the UK which supports ex-service personnel. And for 2 weeks a year, at the end, 1 week being the end of October, the next one being the first week of November, they have tables out in local shopping centres or supermarkets where they raise funds. They don't have a brick and mortar charity shops. This is the only time that they collect in bulk, okay, during those times. And they've got the paper poppy, which pretty much everybody knows about. And then they have some other beautiful items that they put out on the table, and some even more stunning ones on their own website, which I will put a link to up here and in the description box. Okay, yeah, so that's link number 4, isn't it? I've got to keep account of how many I've said I'm putting up there. Yeah, so the Royal British Legion have some absolutely beautiful items, and they sell during that time of year because we have our Remembrance Sunday on the 11th of the 11th at 11 a.m. So that's why they collect around that time. You'll have seen poppy wreaths and things being put down in different places within the UK. Over in Australia, poppies are used on Anzac Day. And in America, there are a couple of places that also use poppies, and lots of other countries, of course, use them as remembrance. Okay, poppies are not a flower for war. They are a flower for remembering and supporting. Okay, and that is not just the British, that's anyone that fought alongside us in different wars. I don't really want to go on about the warring bit. But as I said, I make these poppies. Now, as you saw in my opening titles, there's 2,600 that I've made so far. And I donated, and I'd started it the year before COVID. And I'd started with my husband being evil and challenging me to make 10. Then it was a bit later on, it had jumped up to 100 in the same day, mind. And then talking to me mum, he upped it to 1,000. He was proper evil, but I was like, do you know what, I'm going to do it. But I stopped him at that point by putting out posts over social media saying, I need yarn. So that was it. When he tried to up it to 1,500, I said, I can't. I've already told people, the local community, that I'm doing 1,000. So I made up these 1,000 over the first year with donated wool. And then the second year I made some more, but this time round I brought the wool myself. And if I didn't purchase it, then my beautiful crazies who are in the UK went and shopped at the Secret Yarn Stash, and that's where I've got an affiliated link. It's my only affiliated link, okay? And I get rewarded with points when you purchase. It's a small percentage, it's nothing big, and it doesn't affect your purchase price, okay? It's just that I've referred you, so they've got a sale, so they're giving me something back. Now, I get points, I accumulate those points up over the year, and then I buy the yarn for the poppies. I'm alright at the moment, I've got enough this year, but if you want to purchase from the Secret Yarn Stash, of course, the link will be in the description box down below, and it's still affiliated, and the points will stock up. I haven't actually got any in there at the moment because I'd use those to purchase the yarn that's under the table in the box labelled poppies. So at the moment I've got enough for this year. Now, I do not intend to do 1,000 this year. What I'm going to do is I'm working on 400 so that I can bring the total up to 3,000 made. So yes, my newbie crazies, that's why I'm the crazy poppy lady. Who in their right mind would make 1,000 of one item and then give it away, let alone aiming to finish up and make 3,000 by the end of this year? That's total. That's not 3,000 donated this year. That's 3,000 in total. Okay, total. Don't you dare try and catch me out, girls and boys. Yeah, so one, that's why I'm called the crazy poppy lady, and two, that's why I'm doing the poppies. Now, there's new rules and regulations coming into the UK. So if I made 1,000, I would be classed as a mass producer, which means I would have to send my poppies off for testing at an exorbitant cost, which is why I have dropped the number down. Okay, I'm not 100% sure on what the number is going to be. I've just been told it's around 1,000, and that was by trading standards. So when I asked them, they didn't quite know all the new rules and regulations themselves, so they couldn't really tell me anything more. So I haven't asked them this year. I'm just making it up to the total given of 3,000, and then next year I will ask them how many I can get away with before I have to pay to get them tested, and then I'll stick to that number. But basically in a couple of weeks time there will be a video come out for this year's adapted poppy pattern. Now I say it like that because for years I've been following the poppy pattern 01, which is beautiful. If you're only making 1 or 2 or maybe even up to 10, it's a beautiful pattern. But if you plan to join in with me and make some poppies for your local Royal British Legion or Anzac Day celebration or something along that lines, and you need to make a lot of them, wait for this upcoming adaptation to the pattern, because it might sound daft, I'm saving 4 double crochets. I've removed 4 double crochets from the pattern. Okay, doesn't sound like a lot, but by doing that my poppy count has now jumped from 62 per 100 grams of red used to at least 70 per 100 grams used. I'm getting extras for free, gang, extras for free. So of course I want to pass on that saving to you, so you can make an extra 8, possibly more poppies for your 100 grams. Because hey, it adds up over time. It will add up. Oh my, I've just done a quick math on this. I mean a really quick. Okay, previously I was using 17 balls of 100 grams to do the 1,000. Okay, so this is based on 1,000 poppies, 17 balls, and I would have some red left over, which of course I would knock up a few more and add and put them aside for the following year. Yeah, I was that cheeky. But now I'm going to be saving myself 200 grams of red just by removing those 4 double crochets per poppy. Yes, it's cheaper. Sorry, I'm going to go off now and do a little happy dance. It's daft, isn't it? The little things that cheer me up. Okay, so please remember, hold out if you're making a big batch of them, because hey, I want you to have the savings I did, and I promise you I will get that video out as soon as possible. Right, next up is the new board. If you haven't had a chance to look at this, this is all of the hand dyed cotton yarn that I've dyed in the Fun Day Dye Day playlist. I think I need to rename that. But the playlist, which shows you all of the different ways that I've dyed each of these different hanks. Now it comes, I've got it in 2 different weights. One is a 50 grams. Let's bring this little gorgeous one up. One is a 50 grams of a 50% cotton, 50 acrylic mix. Okay, now this is a sock weight or fingering weight. Okay, there is approximately 165 meters or 180 yards, and the needle size is and hook size is 3mm. Wash it at 30. Lay flat to dry. Do not tumble dry and do not iron. Okay, now these are, all of these up here are for sale. If you like the look of any of them, please find me over an email and I can either point you to the video that they were dyed on so you can have a closer look that way, okay, or I'll send you over a photo depending. All right, and I will also of course tell you prices. Now please remember, I have no control over postage costs. If I'm in the UK, so if you're ordering from me and you live in the UK, you're laughing, it's about average. If you are in another country, be warned, it's steep. We are talking mega steep. I will give you the price of postage based on your order. Okay, so if you say to me, I would like this many of this, this many of that, I put it in a box, I run up the post office and I get the exact amount it's going to cost. Then I come back, fire you over an email telling you how much the postage is. At that point, please, if the price is too high, just say, them evil postage companies, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cancel. Okay, I fully get that postage out of the UK, really, on the most part, it isn't worth it at the moment. But, and I also know that some of you love to support the channel by purchasing things that I've made or that I'm showing lately yarn. Okay, so that one there is the rainbow in the 50/50, and then the next one I've got down is another rainbow because I wanted to see what it looked like in the different yarns. So the next one is, oh, other way up because I can't read it otherwise, the DK, which is a double knit or a 3-weight or an 8-ply depending on what country you're in. Oh, I'm getting good at this. And this is 100 grams. There is a 200 meters or 218 yards. Recommended hook is a 4. Recommended needle is a 4. You can machine wash it at 30. Oh god, I haven't changed my label, it says 40. I'll have to put a little sticker over that. Yeah, wash at 40 and it's the same as the other one. Don't iron, don't tumble dry, lay flat if you can, and you can hand wash it. So those are the two different weights. Oh, oh, I'll tell you what, it's one of them days. Yeah, so those are the two different weights that I have at the moment. Okay, I think that I love them. I must admit this one is softer than the DK, okay, because they are two different yarn bases. The yarn base on this one is 100% cotton, whereas that's the cotton and acrylic. So this one is a little softer, but of course it is a little thinner. Okay, so I'm just going to put those there, and as I said, these are all of the ones that are available for you to purchase at the moment. Right, so it is a Valentine's Day coming up next month. So I thought I'd jump in early to give you lot a massive big fat hug and a lot of love. Right, if you are looking to purchase any of the patterns over on my Ravelry shop at this moment in time, starting today, it's on already, and ending on the 1st of March, I've got a 20% off discount code for you. I've just got to remember to keep reminding you. Okay, so it applies to any of the patterns, including the latest one. Okay, so that's all of them that are over on the Ravelry shop. There is over 25 of them for you to choose from. It's kicking on nearly 30, I think. I don't know, I'm at a loss. It's just too many to count. Right, now your coupon code is just the word love, and it's all lowercase. So the coupon code is written here, love, all lowercase. Pop that in to the coupon code section when you go to checkout, and it will give you that 20% off saving. Yay! I love you. See, I was going to say loves you, but that gets confusing, so love's good enough, ain't it? Now there's going to be a link to the Ravelry shop on the end screen at the end of this video. It's a square and it says Ravelry. Okay, nice and simple that way, rather than me putting a picture up of one of my items. Now I really hope you take advantage of grabbing as many of the patterns up as you would like during this time, because I don't know when I will run another discount code for you. And don't forget, if you make any of my patterns, whether you are using the written patterns or of course the tutorials on this channel, make sure you send me a picture so that I can show off your work, because that's the best bit for me, is actually seeing your finished items. Right, the link for my email is in the description box down below, or you can of course post it over on the Facebook page. Link for that is down below as well. And don't forget to book your seat for this week's upcoming live. It is my channel's 3rd birthday, I think. I'm all confused. Need I say any more? But it's up. The link's there, so book your seat and make sure you come and join us. There's going to be fun, games and giveaways and all sorts of other stuff. So hopefully I will see you there. Right, I'm going to head off now and get on with that tutorial for the poppies for you all. Right, I will see you all really, really soon. Thank you for joining me, and please remember to stay chilled, stay happy and keep crafting. Goodbye, everybody.